Kodo, Japanese incense-smelling ceremony. Kodo is a traditional Japanese art form in which people enjoy making incense trees according to a certain manner and appreciating their fragrance. It originated in the flamboyant Higashiyama culture at the same time as the tea ceremony and flower arrangement. At present, there are two schools of performing arts, Waryu and Shino-ryu. Kodo does not use the word smell to describe a fragrance, but rather hear it. The Kajimoto performs the tais, a series of actions to burn incense. The incense burner moves among the guests, and the guests listen to the aroma. It is a way of tasting. The manners of Kodo and the flow of the kosa are similar to those of the tea ceremony, but there is one major difference between Kodo and the tea ceremony. However, there is one major difference between Kodo and tea ceremony, and that is that there is an element of gameplay in Kodo, guess the aroma. However, the main purpose of Kodo is not to guess the aroma, but to enjoy the aroma itself, and to play the game of the goal is to refine your sensitivity and improve yourself through the images that come to mind through scent. There is a form of kumiko, which is performed at the Kodo benches. Kumiko is a performance in which two or more types of incense are used to express and appreciate a single theme, such as waka and classical Japanese poetry. It is based on literature. The guest appreciates the world of classical literature expressed in scent and identifies the scent. In other words, it can be said that the art of Kodo is based on the enjoyment of aromas and is deeply connected with classical poetry and literature related to aromas. About 1,400 years ago, a piece of fragrant wood drifted ashore for the first time in Japan, and this was the first arrival of fragrant wood in the country. Later, with the advent of Buddhism, the fragrant wood was introduced to Japan and became an integral part of Buddhist ceremonies. Around the 8th century, upper-class aristocrats would perfume their rooms, clothes and hair with incense. The custom of Sora Takemono was born, and in accordance with its popularity, the combination of Takemono and the game of I'm going to be a smoker became popular. This was a game of mixing two kinds of Takemono and competing in terms of technique and smell. Between 1300 and 1500, certain manners and rules were formulated, and the game became known as the incense way. By around 1600, incense was not just for the aristocracy, but also for ordinary townspeople and common people. It spread and established Kodo as a traditional Japanese art form.